Hi, everybody. So, today is December the 26th, and we're into the second day of Christmas, the second of the 12. And so today I'm going to start on my second page of my journal right here that I'm making. Um, so, I love my bow. It's so pretty. It's so fluffy. It's just angelic. But anyway, so this is still my front. And here I open it up to the first day of Christmas. And I have the first day of Christmas is here. There's the number one. There's the partridge. Well, the partridge is actually a turkey, but he is sitting in for the partridge because the partridge is off on vacation. And then the pear tree kind of looks like an evergreen Christmas tree, but that's okay. It's close enough. And then I put my little cluster here. I decided I wanted my Cheryl cluster right here. And then underneath here, I have what I thought was a partridge, but I was told it's a pheasant. Well, they start with the same letter, so that's close enough. And so there's my partridge pheasant slash pheasant right there on that page. So that is my first day of Christmas. Each day is going to have its own page. So on the second day of Christmas is going to go on this page right here, right there. That's going to be the second day of Christmas. The second day of Christmas is two turtle doves. Now, what they tell us, let's see, let me tell you what they tell us. Where did I write all that stuff down? Oh, that's exercises. We don't want that. Two turtle doves. Okay. These two birds represent the Old and the New Testaments. So in this gift, the singer finds the complete story of Judeo-Christian faith in God's plan for the world. The doves are the biblical roadmap that is available to everyone. So they represent, the two turtle doves represent the Old and the New Testament. And that is in the Christian version of the 12 Days of Christmas. And like I told you yesterday, it was a secret code. Now, you'll read in some of the pages on internet that there was no secret code nowhere, but there's enough written there that I do believe that there was. And this was so bad back, so far back, thousands of years ago. And so, you know, we can, I like the story. I'll go with that. I like the story, so I'm going to stick with it. Of what we read is the little story was originally written in the 1700s, and it was a memorizing game, and that makes sense too. But then there was some regions that were that they were told they couldn't do anything religious or Christian or whatever. That was like a no, you couldn't do it. So to be able to have their Christian um, at Christmas time to have a song about the birth of Jesus or Christian living or that kind of thing. This is what this song was made up for. So on the second day of Christmas, these two birds represent the Old and the New Testaments. And so in this gift, the singer finds a complete story of Judeo-Christian faith in God's plan for the world. The doves are the biblical roadmap that is available to everyone. So on my page 2, I'm going to have, for one thing, I have a dear friend, Ethel Lewis. She sent me some beautiful fabric pieces with quotes on them. Because I love quotes in my journals, I'm going to use this one. I went ahead and I stitched around with a fancy stitch on my sewing machine, but it says having someone to love is family, having a place to go is home, having both is a blessing. So that's going to go on my page for this day. And then I have my number 2 for the second day of Christmas. That's going to go on this page. And then, well, I didn't have 2 turtle doves in any of my fabrics, but I did have these 2 chickens. And so these chickens agreed to stand in for the turtle doves in my 12 Days of Christmas journal, because I don't know if I'll ever find any 2 turtle doves. But these chickens, says, they raised their hands. Well, actually, they raised their wing. They didn't raise their hands. And they are going to stand in for the 2 turtle doves. Okay, and so that will make up for page 2. And that is what I will be stitching on these today. I don't want to stitch on them, take up all your time here. I'm going to make these like little quick videos. I'm trying anyway, although I'm never a quick person. So on the 26th day of December, this day is a busy day, actually. I just was pinning them on so I don't forget where they're supposed to live. That light I have right there is so bright. Then if I turn it off, oh, maybe it's okay. I don't know. But anyhow, so it's got this, got the quote in there. It's got my 2 turtle doves / chickens, and then number 2. But I want to tell you a little bit more too, because as I search and find out interesting things, I want to tell you also about the 26th day of Christmas is also, well, let me see something here. Well, I got to have my light on, otherwise I can't see. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you a little bit about, well, I'm going to thread my needle here, because so when I can do something when I'm running my mouth. And I've got my spool of colorful thread. I almost thought I had to order me another spool of this thread. Then I found in my sewing box that I did have a spare roll. So I'm very glad, because the one I've got on my sewing machine is almost empty. But boy, it's lasted me a long, 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 long time. And so I'm going to stitch this on while I'm running my mouth, because I can't run my mouth with, because I could tell you a couple things here that I need to know. For one thing, I'm going to tell you about my granddaughter, Renee. She's 15. She had a broken leg, and then she had a cast on it for a while, and they took the cast off, and then they gave her just a little like a brace kind of a thing, and that she has to wear. Well, doggone if that girl didn't. She stepped in a hole, broke it again. That girl, I'm telling you, it's broke again. And so now, well, she's got a splint on it right now, a new splint, and she has to go to the orthopedic surgeon on Monday, so they'll decide what to do with that girl. I think they need to put her in like I'll roll her up in bubble wrap. I think that's what needs to be done. So, but she did some damage to her other ankle too, so she's got a splint on one leg, she's got a brace on the other ankle. I mean, that girl, I'm telling you what we're going to do with her. But anyway, that's not what I came here to tell you. But I just tell you everything. But so I'm sewing. Now, let me tell you what I'm going to do here. I, these are something I wanted to tell you. I wrote this down. I have to write stuff down because my memory's gone kaputski. Now, but today is also the first day of Kwanzaa. That's spelled Kwanzaa. And Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday that celebrates African heritage to identify. Oh, excuse me. Let me start reading that over because I really chopped that up. Um, Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday that celebrates African heritage and identity. I didn't spell that right when I put it down there, even though I was copying it right off of the screen. December 26th to January 1st, and it was founded in 1966. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting um, to learn about different customs, different beliefs, different things that people do to celebrate good things. And I like Kwanzaa. I think it's awesome. Let me see here real quick if I can find what I had. Where did I see all my... Where did I put all my saved stuff? My saved stuff. Where did I put it? Oh, here. Okay. Let me read to you what it says here. The holiday lasts for 7 days, beginning on December 26th. It binds the African harvest customs and the social history of African Americans. The name Kwanzaa is derived from the East African Swahili phrase Mantud Ya Kwanzaa, which translates as the first fruits. Kwanzaa, here the actual word is spelled Kwanza. The first fruits. They added the second A so that the name would have 7 letters, which corresponds with the 7 symbols, the 7 principles, and the 7 days of Kwanzaa. Family and friends gather at mealtime. The unity cup is passed from person to person, with each one saying something positive about the African American community. Next, the candles of the Kinara are lit and the principles are recited. Everyone talks and dances as the family joins together to rejoice their heritage. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are, the first word is umasha, which means unity. It's a commitment to the practice of togetherness both within the family and in our communities. The second principle is kujishakulia. Kujishakulia means self-determination, the interest of developing and patterning our lives and images after ourselves instead of having it done for us. And then the third one is ujima, is a collective work and responsibility, working together on matters of common interest. The fourth is ujama. The third was ujima. This one's ujama, is cooperative economics, the habit of sharing our wealth and resources. And then it comes nia. It means purpose, building and developing our national community. Then comes kuumba. Kuumba means creativity, to inspire ourselves to keep developing new ways of expressing our music and art, as well as being creative in our work of industrial pursuits. And then the 7th one is imani, which means faith, believing in ourselves as people. And those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. They set up a candle. Let me see. Oh, the candle, the um, the little candle thing that they have is kind of made like a menorah thing. It's like 7 candles, and they call that Mushima Shaba, the 7 candles representing the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. There's 3 red candles. They are placed on the left of the kinara, representing the struggle. The middle candle is black. That one represents the struggle. It represents all the people. And the 3 red candles that are on the left of the kinara represent, wait a minute, let me get this, right. Erase what I just said. The 3 red candles are placed on the left of the kinara, and that represents the struggle, the red candles. So red, you think of blood in a struggle and whatever. The middle candle is black, and that one represents the people, all the people. And the 3 green candles on the right represent the future. So the red candles are the past and the struggles. The black candle in the center is the people, and the 3 green candles on the right represent the future. So that's the 7 candles. And then there's also symbols of Kwanzaa. So those are the principles, the symbols. The makia is a woven mat, symbolic of Black history. Typically, the other symbols are placed upon the makia, so then they first have this woven mat, and on the mat they put the symbols. And so there's mazao, which is fruits and vegetables are placed on that mat. Those are the symbolic of the harvest. And then it's the kinara, which is the candle holder. Now that goes on the mat. And the whole kinara together, the whole thing, symbolizes the history of the people who died in Africa many years ago. And I find this to be very interesting. This has nothing to do about Black slavery or anything like that. It's just about the African people, and it is just absolutely amazing. Okay, so, and then we said the Mushama is the 7 candles. That represents the 7 principles. And then there's the Muhindi, is ears of corn, representing children. 1 ear of corn for each child in the family gets put on this woven mat. And then on the mat is put the Kikobi Chauma Ja. And I'm probably slaughtering these words all up, but Kikobi Chauma Ja is the unity cup, symbolic of the staying together. And that's the cup that we talked about that gets passed around the table, and everybody drinks from the cup and then has a few words that they say. And then the seventh symbol is the zawadi, is gifts given to the children as rewards for promises kept during the year. These are not mandatory, but only given if deserved. And so I wanted to just put that in on our 7 days of Christmas, because Christmas is everything. It's everything good, I just believe. Christmas is just everything good. And so in Kwanzaa, when you think about that, how that goes, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. And then also, on December 26th, I have had so much fun doing this research. I just have had so much fun. December 26th is also Boxing Day or Day of Goodwill. Now, these days, the Boxing Day is mainly, but not only, in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. But that's where I have read that that's where it is mainly. And so, and this is an awesome day too. This is an awesome day for Christmas and giving. But let me tell you what I found here. Um, Day of Goodwill. Each year on December 26th, again in South Africa, celebrates the Day of Goodwill. The day has become a day to recover from the indulgences of Christmas festivities. People are also encouraged to give back to society following the Christmas holiday. When somebody has goodwill toward another person, they act in a compassionate and friendly manner. Goodwill is acting out of compassion instead of our selfish human nature. It's also putting the needs of others before ourselves. On the Day of Goodwill, South Africans distinguish between their needs and their wants. They give to others an attitude of love and charity. What this day isn't is a cleanup day after Christmas. It's not a cleanup day after Christmas. It's a day of goodwill. And some of the ways to participate in this day include box up everything you don't need and give it away. Make a donation to charity that helps the poor. Give away leftover food. Host a meal for the poor or homeless. Give back to society by volunteering with a local organization. Think about the word goodwill and how you can apply it to your life. And then Boxing Day is very much the same thing. It's um, it's very similar. Where did I put that one? Kwanzaa, and okay, I guess I didn't save that page for Boxing Day. But Boxing Day, like I say, that one is, maybe I wrote something in my book here. Day of Goodwill, Yule, Kwanzaa. No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't write that one down, I guess, about Boxing Day. But Boxing Day is are those days is the 26th of December, which again, like in the Day of Goodwill, they're very much the same. Although Boxing Day is the word Boxing Day, the phrase Boxing Day is mainly, like I said, in Australia, New Zealand, in Canada, but still it's like all over. There's people all over because you when we say all over is because it may have started in Australia, New Zealand, or Canada, but then people from Canada go to other countries, people from Australia go to other countries, and same with New Zealand. And so then that helps share this belief or this custom with other people. And again, it is that you give to others. And I read that it's like for on Boxing Day at the beginning was for the um, like for the servants and for the people who have to work on Christmas Day and the poor. Then the next day is when you are now going to present them with gifts. The poor, the servants and there was another word. I can't remember now what that word was. Um, yeah, I can't remember what the word, but it's people that basically have to, that are serving you kind of like a servant. They're kind of serving the people on Christmas Day, so that we serve them on Boxing Day to give back. So another really good thing. And it is amazing how much we can take from all of these beliefs and customs to make ourselves a better being, a better person. And you know what I do? I've got my board here. I put my board, I need to put my board underneath my page that I'm stitching on. And so, and then I don't stitch into the next page, because a lot of times I like to stitch on a flat surface when I'm doing some slow stitching. And but when I'm stitching right into a book, it I want to be careful that I don't stitch one page to the other. But for our second day of Christmas, we have um, our two turtle doves. These are beautiful turtle doves here. They might look like chickens to you, but they're turtle doves nonetheless. And see here, I don't mind if I get my stitches on the other side of the page, because it actually puts just a little more color on the other side of the page too, because I use this thread. I love this thread with all the colors on it like that. I think it's beautiful, so it goes with everything. And so I'm just kind of doing a back stitch, and I'm just going around, and I'm just stitch that on there. And I think that will be just beautiful, and that will make my second day of Christmas memorable. Wonder was there. Okay, so the 26th of December is the second day of Christmas, the first day of Kwanzaa, the Boxing Day. Oh, and I wanted to tell you one other thing too. I don't want to bore you with this stuff, but Yule. We talk about the Yule log, the Yuletide, Yule celebration, the Yule time. Yule for 2021 runs from, that's again 12 days, runs from December 21st to January 1st. Is that 12 days? Doesn't seem like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. To January 1st. Yeah, good thing I have fingers. It just didn't seem like 12 from the 21st to the 1st. So that is the Yule season. On the arrival, and that one is different every year, because the Yule season starts on the winter solstice, which that goes along with the moon or something, I don't know. And so on the arrival of the winter solstice, we observe Yule. In the Norse culture, Yule refers to the Norse god Odin. Jul, they spell it Jul in the Norse culture. And a lot there are a few people that really go still by the Norse cultures. A lot of people go by the real old I guess religions, they're called, I guess. And they still go by those. And who are we to judge? We don't judge. Now some people say, oh, that's wrong. No, don't say that that's wrong, because that puts you in the wrong. If you're saying somebody else's, as long as it's doing good, it's not wrong. And so when you talk about, then what did I write down? There's do not these Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism, they do not celebrate Christmas. Okay, Does that make it wrong? No, that doesn't make it wrong because they still believe in good. They believe in good. If they don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. We can't make somebody else do something just because that's what we want to do. All right. I like to wear very colorful clothes. That doesn't mean everybody has to wear colorful clothes. If you want to wear brown, just wear brown. If you don't like brown, you couldn't be a UPS driver. But anyway, we respect other people for what they believe as long as what they believe is good. If they, we don't have to agree with them, and especially if they believe in something that's not good, then we want to say, go away from me, you know, because don't, but then, we Christians, they're going to pray for those people because you're supposed to pray for your enemies. But anyway, we're not going to get into that either. But I'm still stitching on my little chicken here. But I just wanted to share that stuff with you about the 26th day of December, which is today. And so, and my hands are cold. I can't hardly bend them. So anyway, is my favorite word. So, and I'm going to have different things that I talk about on the different days of Christmas, because like on the 1st of January, on the 12 days of Christmas, we're going to talk a lot about our New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're going to have, because I like to talk, I just like to talk, and it was when we were over at my daughter's Christmas Eve, we were over there, and I just want to know stuff. And so, like, one of the gifts that Jennifer got from Bianca was Bianca had bought a little nurse ornament, and then it was so cute, but it was a nurse ornament, and then she had put in Jennifer RNVSN. She wrote that on there and put Jennifer's name on there and the year and whatever. So she personalized it. Well, I wanted to know about that. I want to know what she did on that thing. But in the meanwhile, it was Jennifer's turn to be opening gifts, And then I'm starting to ask all these questions, and they threatened to go get the duct tape. They wanted to shut me up. And then I literally had to hold my hand on my mouth because every time somebody opened something new, I had a question about it. Because, like, for Bianca, Bianca collects nutcrackers. She's got almost 100. I think she's got 97 now. And from great big ones to little bitty ones. To little bitty ones, she's got on a necklace even. And she wasn't even counting her clothes that have nutcrackers on them. But Jennifer, oh my gosh, she found at a yard sale vintage nutcrackers. And apparently the girl that was selling them, they had belonged to her grandfather, her great-grandfather or something. And she wanted just to sell some of them. And Jennifer went over and got them. She couldn't figure out which one to get for Bianca. She wanted one. She says, well, how much do you want for all of them? And she got all of them, which were, I think there was about 8 or 9. But they were big. They were probably at least 24 inches tall, and all of them still in their display box and everything. And man, I had a lot of questions about them. I had to, and while she's enjoying her gifts, then I'm running my mouth with all these questions about them and stuff. And I guess I don't know how to shut up. But anyhow, after everybody was done opening the gifts, then they gave me permission to start talking again. So there I was. I was good. So anyhow, I'm going to continue on sewing on my things for my second day of Christmas. Tomorrow we're going to be on 3 French hens for the day 3 of the third day of Christmas. So we're going to talk about the 3 French hens. And so I got to go to France now and get some hens from over there so they'd be French. But I'll do that tomorrow. Now, somebody told me I could just do these ahead of time and just schedule them. Well, I can't do that. I got to, just like if I'm gift giving, I'm Christmas shopping and I buy something for somebody, I want to give it to them right now. I don't want to wait till the calendar says give it to them. I want to give it to them right now. But so I'm not doing these ahead. I'm doing them on the day. I can't do something ahead and then schedule it. I can't talk pretending like it's a day it's not. And so anyhow, that's just all I have to say about that. But anyhow, now I'm going to, where's my book? I don't know if you noticed this, but I did straighten up my table some so it wouldn't be quite as cluttered. And but then I can't find anything. Oh, there's my book. There's my book right there. Look at this. I got this from Aria. Look at this. It's a little tiny unicorn. But you know what? You warm him up. You can warm him up in the oven, in the microwave, and make him warm so he can be, if you need a nice warm hug. But you don't put his whole body in there. You have to rip open his belly, like give him surgery, and you pull his innards out. And then you warm this part up in the microwave. And then you stuff that part back in his little belly. And but he's got lavender in there too. That smells so good, lavender. And so then you just put his belly back, put it back in there, and he's so soft. Boy, if you could just feel that. Look at his little silver feet. I put earrings. Those are the earrings I was wearing on Christmas. So I put them on my little unicorn. So he's Christmassy unicorn, but he's so soft and he's all white. But anyhow, that's that. And then one of my roses was blooming, so Papa picked me a rose and he put it in a glass of water, and he brought that in, so I have my rose there. And oh, and then I have people that ask me about my pincushion. This here little dachshund was just something I bought years and years ago, and just because it was a dachshund, and I got it at the Dollar General, I think, or some store like that, and I thought, well, it's yellow, but I'm going to get it anyway. But I was using it for a long time just on the windowsill above my kitchen sink, and I kept my scrubbies in there. Then I thought, no, then I seen where people were making pincushions out of different flower pots and stuff, and I thought, well, I want to make a pincushion, so I have a pincushion in there that my friend Cordula made, and so I just shoved it in there, and it just fit perfectly, and that's now my pincushion. But it's really good because most of my straight pins are yellow, and then my little yellow. I need to give him some eyes, I think. Maybe I'll put some wiggle eyes on him, so he has some eyes. But that's how I got my dachshund pincushion, and I do love my dachshunds because that's what I have is 2 dachshunds. But anyhow, and then Aria got me this unicorn too, and I'm gonna paint him. I'm gonna make him. He's like a vinyl kind of a thing. He's plastic, but I'm gonna paint his mane and his tail, and his horn is going to get painted gold. He's already got some eyes. So and then wait a minute, that Aria, she had fun shopping, and she got me this. She got me this unicorn donut too. It's a keychain. Isn't it cute? But you can use it as a they said it was like a stress reliever, but it's also like an exercise. You can exercise your fingers and get them nice. But you wait till you see this one. Unicorn poop. She got me some unicorn poop. Now this is a 6-year-old shopping now. Well, she was only 5 when she was shopping, but she turned 6 on the 22nd, so she's 6-year-old shopping. Unicorn poop. She got me. And I can play with it because it's ages 3 up. It's slime in there. It's like, but I want to just leave it like this because I just think the package is amazing. And before I opened it, and it's all wrapped and I'm feeling it. I thought, what could this be? And I said to Papa, I said, what do you think that is in there? And then when I opened it, it was so funny because it was unicorn poop. But anyway, uh, yeah, I'm sure you didn't come here to see that either, my Christmas prizes, but you get to see them and then I just hang them right there. See, I hang my stuff up. I got a lot of stuff hanging. See, so I hang my unicorn hang there, and my little that thing. Oopsie, 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 oopsie. Get back up there on your hook. So Jennifer got me some more little Buddhas. These are so cute. I love my little Buddha dudes. Gee, they're so cute. She got me a set of 6 different little laughing Buddhas. So they're up there. She got me a big Buddha too. You see that black one? See that one there? That's a black Buddha. She got me that Buddha. This Buddha I bought for myself. And so I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. So, and oh, well, I'll read to you now. Because here I've already had you. I was going to stick to under 30 minutes. But of course, then my mouth. Okay, let me see. Here we are. I'm going to read you this here. And then I will let you go so you can get your coffee or whatever. Okay. The gift of God's love all over the world, and that's it, what we were just talking about. Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, all over the world. Okay, all over the world this season, expectant hands reach to receive gifts that are lavishly fashioned, the finest that man can conceive, for purchased and given at Christmas are luxuries we long to possess, given as favors and tokens, to try in some way to express that strange, undefinable feeling which is part of this glad time of year when the streets are crowded with shoppers and the air resounds with good cheer. But back in each tinseltide package exchanged at this gift-giving season, unrecognized by many, lies a deeper, more meaningful reason. For born in a manger at Christmas, as a gift from the Father above, an infant whose name was called Jesus brought mankind the gift of God's love. And the gifts that we give have no purpose unless God is part of the giving, and unless we make Christmas a pattern to be followed in everyday living. And that is the gift of God's love. And so, yeah, and gifts that are lavishly, mine are my gifts, as you see, my unicorn poop and my unicorn and my other unicorn and my unicorn donut. And they are absolutely meaningful to me, but not as meaningful as the gift of God's love. And so that's what that is all about. And I will see you again tomorrow if you want to see my page 3. And I don't know if I'll have anything else to tell you. I might. You never know. I have got the gift of gab. Gift of gab. I just can talk a lot. And so then I may have some more to tell you. I might have some more to tell you tomorrow. And so come on back, and may God watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you healthy, and keep you, I like to add that well-fed thing in there. Yeah, it's another thing that's going through my mind about how well-fed I am. I need to start not being so well-fed. But anyway, I ask God to watch over you. Now, I will see you tomorrow. So that's it for today. And Merry second day of Christmas. Merry second day of Christmas.